It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Today's game is a special game. Both of the teams here have won once previously in this year's competition, and today's winner will be moving on to the semifinals, possibly future county champ sitting here right now. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly, but before that, let's meet the teams. First of all, say hello to the Glenarden Woods team. Hey, Emmanuel, nice to have you on the set here. You can wave to everybody at home. You guys are looking good in your matching t-shirts there. Solomon, he is our captain. He wants to be a captain one day. A pilot on an airplane, and Olivia is here too. She is a great player and hopes to have a cafe one day. Yeah, she'll tell you more about that in a few moments. Heather Hills is their competitor. Welcome, Heather Hills. Say hello to Brittany. Hey, Brittany. She is one of the guards over there. You can see safety patrol. She's wearing her sash. Joanna, boy, what a great captain she is. She's got energy to burn over there. And Aaron, he's a great young man too. He knows lots of science facts that you're about to hear. Here on the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions. If you're not familiar with them, let's share those with you right now.
Here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here in the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to difficulty. The easier questions are worth 5 and 10 points. Increasingly difficult, 15, 20, and then 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. And in the 2 rounds, we will have our semifinalists. Let's go over and make sure everything works properly before we start. Let's go to that red team. Solomon, would you try that buzzer? Thank you, young man. Good luck to you, to Emmanuel, and to Olivia. And Joanna, how about the green teams? It looks like it is ready to go as well. Good luck to you, to Brittany, and to Aaron. Congratulations, guys, making it this far in the competitions. The best of the best. Let's have a great game. G before H. So since we go alphabetically, Glenarden Woods, let's start that game. Solomon, go.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points to start our game. First question. This material inside the bones of the skull could offer hints as to the cause of Alzheimer's disease. Heather Hills, what is that material? What you got, Joanna?
Pass to Aaron.
Aaron. Let's go over to Glenarden Woods. Let me repeat the question. This material inside the bones of the skull could offer hints as to the cause of Alzheimer's disease.
Cartilage.
Marrow. Marrow is the inside, that spongy stuff that is inside your bones. Let's try again. Go again, red.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri, 15 points. Question is as follows. You talk about weird substances. Consider that this one's solid phase is less dense than its liquid one.
Pass to Aaron.
Aaron.
Oobleck.
Say it again.
Oobleck.
No, not oobleck. That's a good try. Glenarden Woods. Weird substance. This one's solid phase is less dense than its liquid one. Talking about water. Water. You know, ice floats on the top of water. When it's solid, it's less dense. Okay, no points there. No points yet. Go red.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo for 10. One of the easiest constellations in the night sky to see is Cygnus, C-Y-G-N-U-S, which is named for this bird that the ugly duckling eventually became. Joanna.
Swan.
Yeah, it was that swan that the ugly duckling turned into. Nicely done. We finally got some points on the board. Good. Go green.
Physical for 20.
Physical, 20 points. Here's that question. Be careful on this one. Since the glass enclosed part of a thermometer is a vacuum, the movement of the liquid inside the thermometer is not dependent on this, which pushes down on the earth. Glenarden Woods.
Gravity.
No, sir. Heather Hills. The glass enclosed part of the thermometer is a vacuum, meaning the movement of the liquid inside the thermometer is not dependent on this, which pushes down on the earth.
Mass? Mass?
Air pressure. Air pressure pushes down on it. Yeah, we thought you might go to gravity, which is why I gave you that cautionary remark at the beginning there, Solomon. Go again, please, Green.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25. Big one in that category. All right. Among the insect pests that target trees are the leaf chewers, the wood eaters, the twig borers, and the suckers of this. Green thing.
Pass to Aaron.
Gypsy.
Say it.
Gypsy.
I don't understand what he's saying. No. Nope. Good try. Glenarden Woods?
Sap.
Sap. The sap suckers. Absolutely right. Yeah. Good comeback there. I thought you guys had that on your tip of your tongue over there. All right. It's 75 to 60. Glenarden Woods with a slight lead. Go ahead, Solomon.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. What is the M-initialed name of a substance, be it a solid, gas, or liquid, that an energy wave passes through? It is also a size that falls between large and small. Heather Hills.
Medium.
Medium is correct. Yes, indeed. Good. Go.
What do you think?
Tie score, 75 all. Green things, green team picks.
Dateline for 20.
Dateline, 20 points. Here's your question. It was Benjamin Franklin who discovered the principle of evaporative cooling that made possible this invention in 1902 by Willis Carrier that made our lives so much cooler. Heather Hills.
Pass to Aaron.
Aaron.
Refrigerator.
Not a refrigerator. Good try. Glenarden Woods.
Air conditioner.
An air conditioner, yes. Sometimes if you look on your air conditioner, you can see it says the Carrier. That's named for Willis Carrier. Okay, good comeback. All right, you've got a 20-point advantage now. Go Red.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10 points. Team's question is as follows. This is interesting. While scientists know how our senses translate light into sight, sound into hearing, food into taste, and texture into touch, they're still not exactly sure how this sense works. Heather Hills. Be ready, Glenarden Woods. I don't see you talking among yourselves in case I have to come to you. Joanna.
Smell.
Smell, that's it, yeah. We don't quite know how that works. All right, good answer you came up with there. Good, go. Oh, hold that thought. You'll be first when we come back. That buzzer says we've come to the end of the first round. Close game. Glenarden Woods 95, Heather Hills 85. Back in just one moment. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Yes, round two coming up in this very tight game. These two teams evenly matched here. Let's find out a little bit about them. You may have seen them when they were here the first time, but if not, let's reintroduce them to you. Glenarden Woods Elementary School here. According to test scores, it is the most successful school in the state of Maryland. How does that feel, Solomon, being in the best school?
Well, first of all, I feel like we're like the superior ones, but I guess it can feel a little, that can make other schools feel a little bad, so I'll say the entire school feels really proud of itself.
That's a very nice thing to say. Yeah, you don't want other schools to feel bad because they're not number one. So I like your empathy and your concern there. Mr. B is your wonderful principal. He'll be out in a few moments. And Ms. Foster is your coach. And Emmanuel was the alternate. Nice to have you here, Emmanuel. Who's your alternate now, Solomon?
Tatiana.
Tatiana, and she'll be out in just a few moments' time, too. Glenarden Woods is known for a lot of things, not only high test scores. What else? What else is great about you? I know you have a new media center there.
Yes, and well, also we're a blue ribbon school.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Olivia. Yeah, don't forget that. That is a national award. Yes, see, Olivia, she's up on things. She's a good colleague here, keeping you on your toes there, Solomon. As we said at the beginning of the show, you want to be a pilot someday for an airline. Do you have a favorite airline?
Probably either Southwest or American.
Very nice. Good choices there. Yeah, we'll be looking for you in the sky. And I like your demeanor and your discipline. You'd be a good pilot. Olivia, nice to have you with us today. How do you know so much science, Olivia? Because you do.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a scientist, and all of it was just really fascinating.
Yeah, it is extremely fascinating. And it's like, you know, we'll never know everything. You know, there'll always be challenges out there. It's like, well, I'm finished with the internet. No, you can't go through the whole thing. But there's always something in it. That's the challenge. That's the challenge for your generation. You know, my generation and other generations, the Gen Yers and the Gen Zers, they make their contributions. And now, you know, the next generations, the Alphas, are going to have to make a big difference too. Make life better for all of us. And you're going to have a cafe one day? Yeah. What are you going to serve?
Definitely ham and cheese croissants.
Oh, croissant. Oh, ham and cheese croissant. See, now I'm hungry. Yeah. Olivia, thanks for being here today, playing such a good game. Emmanuel, tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
So I like to draw, I like to read, and I like watching videos about jumping spiders.
Very good. Videos about?
Jumping spiders.
Jumping spiders. Wow. Have you ever seen jumping spiders in real life?
Well, I've seen one when I was at like this camp sort of thing at my friend's house.
Wow. Spiders are fascinating. I read somewhere that when we go through our days, we're never more than 10 feet from a spider. There's spiders all around us. But it's not true that in your lifetime, most people eat, you know, hundreds of spiders while they sleep with their mouth open. Spiders don't crawl in your mouth. At least that's what I hope. Tell me what you want to do someday.
So when I grow up, I want to be a game developer so I can make my own games.
Very good. I wish you luck in that. A lot of people want to make their own games. There's money to be had in it. There's a lot of fun, too. All right, let's go over to the Heather Hills team. Joanna, tell us about Heather Hills. It's over there in Bowie. It's an older school, but it's an oldie but a goodie, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you like about going to Heather Hills?
I like the fact that the teachers there are nicer and how they could give an understanding about subjects and make them more interesting.
Isn't that the truth? You know, you want a teacher that's nice, and you know that teacher not only knows your name, but cares about you and cares about your success. And yeah, it sounds like you're in a good place over there. Your principal over there is?
Dr. Lewis.
Yes, and your coach is Mr. Allen, yes, and he was at another school at one time, over at Magnolia, and then he retired and he came back, and aren't you lucky he came back? Yeah, he's just a great guy. He's just a great guy. Alternates on your team, Joanna?
We have Josiah, Nyla, Ashton, Clark, and Carter.
Boy, you had them done part. You don't even need a cue card over there. You're doing very nicely. Someday, what are you going to do, Joanna?
I don't really know, but I do know that I want to go to a Harvard or any other Ivy League school, and I want to take a major in biology and a minor in mathematics.
Boy, you are so well organized in your life. You know exactly, and you want to head for the top. Go for those Ivy League schools. Yeah, they'll be lucky to get you. Brittany, nice to have you here. Where do you want to go to school today? Or in the future, rather?
I haven't really decided yet, but there's still like many years ahead, so.
And journalism or writing or literature, perhaps?
Literature.
Literature, yeah. I say that because Brittany has been a participant in our Write-A-Book contest here. She enters a lot of competitions here in the Prince George's County Public Schools, and won last year. In what division?
Illustrated fiction.
Illustrated fiction, and what did you win? What was the prize?
I got a necklace, and then I had this like trophy.
Yeah. No, you deserved it. I remember I was the announcer reading out the names of the winners, and boy, I'm just amazed at the talent and the creativity of people in our school system there. Good luck to you in your career in literature. And Aaron's over there. He's tapping his fingers. He's always got a smile on his face. Are you enjoying this experience here?
Yes.
I hope you are. You look like you are. And what do you want to do someday, Aaron?
Someday I want to be a software engineer.
Software engineer, yeah. And Emmanuel, he wants to do some games here. And what do you do to learn about science? Because you seem to know an awful lot.
Like I read some books about science.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Do you watch old episodes of Science Bowl sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. We appreciate that because you can learn a lot from this show too. We learn a lot from you guys, but I hope you take some things away from us too that you didn't know before. Nice to have you here, Aaron. Let's get back into the game. Almost a tie. 95 Glenarden Woods, 85 Heather Hills. Last grant answer, green team. Joanna, let's go.
Science book brief for 20.
Potpourri, 20 points. Here's that question. Because of hybridization, a new species of Darwin's finch has appeared on what islands in the Pacific Ocean? Heather Hills.
Galapagos. How do you say it? Pass to Aaron.
The Galapagos Islands.
Galapagos Islands. That's a tough word to say, but you did a nice job. We were going to give that to you. Go Green. Yes.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Multiple choice. If you're bitten by a copperhead snake, and I hope you never are, the injected venom is hemolytic, Hemolytic, meaning it causes immediate damage to parts of your circulatory, nervous, or digestive systems. Heather Hills.
Pass to Aaron.
Circulatory system.
Circulatory. Hemo means, that prefix is like in hemoglobin. It always means blood. Good answer. Good. You got 20 points. Go.
Super 8 for 25.
Super 8, 25. Big one in that category, teams, is as follows. All right, big word, but I'm going to say it slowly that will help you answer this. A 15-million-year-old fossil found on a beach in nearby Calvert County belonged to a group of creatures known as odontocetes. Odontocetes. Odontocetes include dolphins, porpoises, and other aquatic mammals that have these body parts. What body parts would be found in those creatures, Heather Hills? Aaron.
Pass to Aaron.
Gills.
Not gills. Good try. Remember, these are mammals. Odontocetes. Odontocetes. Creatures that had what body parts? Creatures like dolphins, porpoises, and aquatic mammals.
Blowholes.
Teeth. O-D-O-N. It's like dentist. D-O-N. That's the clue for teeth. No points there. Good try. Go again, please, Green. You still have a 30-point lead. Joanna.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems, 25 points. Big one in that category. This is interesting. While your skin, your funny bone, your shin, your funny bone, the arch of your foot, and the front and back of your knee are very sensitive parts of your body. The most sensitive parts of your body are these. They give you so much information about the world around you. Glenarden Woods.
Palms.
Not your palms. No. Good try. Heather Hills.
Pass to Aaron.
Your eyes.
Your fingertips. Your fingertips. You were so close, Solomon. You were so close. Yeah. All right. Go again, please. Green. Joanna gets to pick again.
Science Potpourri for 25.
Potpourri 25, big one in that category. Team's question is as follows. Scientists call the DNA that animals leave behind on the plants they rub against as they're walking through the woods as small e DNA, which refers to an E initial term for our surroundings.
Environment.
Environment, that's the environmental DNA, absolutely right, good. That is just a recent discovery. We didn't know animals left their DNA as they walk through and shed things. Good answer over there. Go Green.
Physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Big one in that category. All right. How many of you watch American Ninja Warrior? You know those people, they're all trying to, hang on so they don't fall into the water down below, and they try to climb the wall at the end. Well, on the show America Ninja Warrior, you need a lot of oomph to keep going, which can be expressed in physics as the conservation of this M initial term. M initial term. Come on, Solomon.
Motion.
Not motion. Good try. What M initial term? The oomph to keep going, expressed in physics as the conservation of this M initial term.
Wait.
What's got? It is momentum. The conservation of momentum to keep you going. You want to keep that motion going. No points. Go again, Green.
Dateline for 25.
Dateline for 25 points. It is thought that Edward Jenner, who lived long ago, saved over 500 million lives with his vaccine that has banished this disfiguring disease forever from the face of the earth. Heather Hills.
Smallpox?
Smallpox, absolutely right. Yes, indeed. We don't have to worry about that. We don't need to get vaccinated. Everybody in my generation had those little pin pricks to show that we were vaccinated. No more. Good. Green, go.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade, 20 points. Scientists declared August 11th, 2023, a day to honor these tiny K-initialed crustaceans that form the basis of the food web in the Antarctic Ocean.
Krill.
Krill, absolutely right. You got those points. Needed those points. Okay, let's go red.
Green things for 20.
Green for 20 points is a visual question. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. Aren't these great? These are cypress trees. You can find these in southern Maryland. They live in swamps. Look at the trunk. The trunk flares out at the bottom, which lowers the tree's center of what? Which keeps, yes, Solomon?
Gravity.
Gravity, yes, which keeps from falling over in that swampy goo all around it. Nicely done. Good. Go.
Dateline signs for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. A man in Virginia recently fought to keep us his emotional support animal. You know, sometimes people take dogs and cats onto the plane for emotional support. Well, this man in Virginia fought to keep us his emotional support animal, this flightless bird, the second tallest in the world. It's, yes, Joanna.
Pastor Aaron. Penguin.
Not penguin, no. This flightless, second tallest bird in the world that is found on Australia's coat of arms was what this man wanted as his emotional support animal.
Emu.
An emu, that's right, exactly right. Good, go. Imagine sitting next to an emu on Southwest. Captain Solomon, you're not going to let that happen. Go.
Green things for 15.
Green things, 15 points. Occasionally, you can crack open a piece of coal and find the fossilized imprint of one of these plants that was once tree-sized back in the dinosaur days. Today, these plants live on the forest floor and reproduce, yes. What you got?
We don't know.
Nothing? Glenarden Woods, these once tree-sized plants that are fossilized oftentimes on the inside of a piece of coal, today live on the forest floor and reproduce by spores.
Moss?
Ferns. Ferns was the right answer there. Go red again.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo for 15. All right, look at the monitor in the studio, please. Prepare to be dazzled. Brightly colored animals, like this jewel beetle, produce their colors from pigments or from nanocrystals that can do this to incoming light. Heather Hills.
Reflect.
Yes, they reflect that light back. Exactly right. Nice job. Go.
Thank you. Physical for 10. Physical for 10.
I'm sorry?
Physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. The world's continents float on this M-initialed molten rock found beneath the Earth's surface.
Magma?
Magma, that's right, which becomes lava if it comes to the surface through a volcano. Well done. Go again. Green.
Sounds potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. To counteract the caustic dust often blown around in deserts, it's miserable on your skin. People often rub their skin down with this acidic condiment, often used in salad dressings. Heather Hills.
Vinegar?
Vinegar, yeah, they rub their skin down with vinegar. Who would have thought that that would help to mitigate and relieve all that sensitivity? Good answer, go.
Dateline for 10.
Dateline, 10 points. The most influential scientist of all time, arguably, is this man who discovered the force that draws objects toward each other. Heather Hills.
Isaac Newton?
Isaac Newton, right. He's talking about gravity. Well done. Boy, you guys are on your game here. Go.
Green things for 10.
Green for 10. You could say that these are the lungs of a tree. Solomon.
Leaves.
The leaves, absolutely right. That's where the exchange of gases takes place. Come on, red.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. It's a joke. Here we go. To identify whether a tree is a dogwood tree, just check its what? Solomon.
Leaves.
Not its leaves. Heather Hills, it's a joke. To identify whether a tree is a dogwood tree, just check its what?
Trunk.
Bark. Dogs bark. Go again, please, red.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo for 5. Multiple choice. One of a fiddler crab's claws is described as asymmetrical because it's a different size, a different color, or because it won't grow back if it's lost. Joanna.
It's a different size.
It's a different size. Yeah, it's outsized. Yeah. Oh, the buzzer has rung. We were almost out of questions there. We're not out of talent. We've enjoyed having all of these young people here. We'll double check that score and be back with you in just a moment. Don't you go away. And welcome back, everybody. Well, as we said at the top of the show, we had a defending champ here, a current defending champ, and a former champ. So we knew we were going to have a great game, and we did. We are proud of all of these players here, and our final tally is Glenarden Woods 160. They will live as a champion again, I can assure you of that. And 225 for Heather Hills. Not since 1988 have they been a county champ. They have now the chance to become that. Congratulations to you guys over there. Joanna, tell us who's back there.
Okay.
A happy group.
Okay, we have Carter, Ashton, Mr. Allen, Josiah, Clark, and Nyla.
Wonderful. And again, a nice round of applause for that team. We wish you luck in the semifinals. And Solomon, would you be good enough to tell us who's behind you?
So that's our principal, Mr. B. That's Tatiana, and that's Miss Foster.
All right, all from the #1 school in the state of Maryland. We now know why. Congratulations to Glenarden Woods, and we wish them, they're going to be back many times. We should note that Glenarden Woods has won more championships than any other elementary school in our 38-year history. So they got some bragging rights over there. And we appreciate you being with us today and invite you to join us again for another edition of Science Bowl. Till then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye, everybody.